Welcome to another Friday, which can only mean one thing here on Dividend Obsession. It's time for the Power 5 Stocks of the Week. The Power 5 is an idea I had to look at 5 common categories valued by us dividend investors and find the best in each of them. The categories I chose are the highest dividend yield, the longest dividend streak, the highest dividend growth rates, the best 10-year returns, and the stock trading the highest percentage off of their 52-week high. The goal of this series is to provide you with a list of high-quality dividend stocks each week and a few factoids on each of them. If any of these stocks pique your interest, you'll be able to do your own due diligence research over the weekend before deciding if that stock is right for you.
But wait, there's more.
All of these stocks are going to have a dividend streak of at least 5 years, outperformance of the S&P 500 over the past 10 years, and as a bonus, just for Dividend Obsession subscribers, they will all have an ex-dividend date of next week. I really pride myself on having quality lists, helpful information, and simple to implement ideas, so if that sounds good to you, please consider subscribing and checking out the playlist I made for easy viewing.
Hit the button, would you?
Now, as mentioned, it's important to me that the list I give you guys doesn't suck, so here are the simple yet effective filters I applied to narrow down my search. I began with 69 different dividend stocks that had ex-dividend dates between July 31st and August 4th. Then I went down to 23 stocks once I required them to also have a dividend streak of 5 or more years. And finally, the list was brought down to just 6 stocks, or 8.7% of the original list, when I filtered for only the stocks that had outperformed the S&P 500 over the past 10 years. From there, I let the numbers speak for themselves, and here are the best of the best. This week's quality stock with the highest dividend yield is Independent Bank, stock ticker IBCP. IBCP is a quarterly payer in the financial sector, paying 92 cents per share per year, with a forward dividend yield of 4.76%. IBCP has been paying and growing their dividend over the last 9 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 5.8%. A 5-year dividend growth rate of 11.6%, and a payout ratio of 33.33%. At the time of recording, Independent Bank was trading 22.63% off of their 52-week high. Independent Bank has an ex-dividend date of August 3rd with a payout date of August 14th, and a $10,000 investment into IBCP 10 years ago while only reinvesting dividends since then would have turned into $32,415.53, which is a 12.48% year-over-year return rate, whereas the S&P 500 turned into $32,157.09, which results in a difference of $258.44 on the side of Independent Bank. This week's stock, symbolizing longevity by consistently increasing that dividend, is Casey's General Stores, stock ticker CASY. CASY is a quarterly payer in the consumer staples sector, paying $1.72 per share per year, with a forward dividend yield of 0.67%. CASY has been paying and growing their dividend over the last 24 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 5.9%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 7.89%, and a payout ratio of just 13.97%. At the time of recording, Casey's was only trading 0.69% off of their 52-week high. Casey's has an ex-dividend date of July 31st with a payout date of August 15th, and a $10,000 investment into Casey's 10 years ago while only reinvesting those dividends since then would have turned into $41,487.42, which is a 15.29% year-over-year return rate, and we know the S&P turned into that $32,157.09. This results in a difference of $9,330.33 over the past decade. This week's stock growing their dividend and your capital like gangbusters is D.R. Horton, stock ticker DHI. DHI is a quarterly payer in the consumer discretionary sector, paying $1 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 0.78%. DHI has been paying and growing their dividend over the last 10 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 13.05%. A 5-year dividend growth rate of 15.47%, and a super low payout ratio of just 6.93%. At the time of recording, D.R. Horton was trading 3.57% off of their 52-week high. D.R. Horton has an ex-dividend date of August 4th with a payout date of August 14th, and that $10,000 investment into D.R. Horton 10 years ago while only reinvesting dividends since then would have turned into $65,029.88, which is a 20.59% year-over-year return. And we know that's compared to the S&P that turned into that $32,157.09, which is a crazy difference of $32,872.79 on just your 10K just 10 years ago. We're now down to just one more stock on the list this week, and that's the stock trading the highest percentage off of their 52-week high. Before we get to that, if you could just take 1 second to leave a like on this video, it helps me out a lot and I'd really appreciate it. By doing this, it helps me get my content in the recommended feed of others, which helps me grow the channel, so thank you. If you're here from my Facebook post and the various dividend groups I'm part of and want to be notified when my videos go live, hit that subscribe button and the bell right next to it and you'll get notified every time my content drops. If you do ring that bell or already have it rung, let me know down in the comments by commenting #BellSquad so I can thank you. But now, let's see which one of these quality dividend stocks is on a flash sale this week. This week's stock that could be at an attractive buying price is Market Access, stock ticker MKTX. MKTX is a quarterly payer in the financial sector, paying $2.88 per share per year, with a forward dividend yield of 1.06%. MKTX has been paying and growing their dividend over the last 14 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 8.56%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 13.62%, and a payout ratio of 34.58%. At the time of recording, MKTX was actually 32.31% off of their 52-week high. Market Access has an ex-dividend date of August 1st with a payout date of August 16th, and a $10,000 investment into Market Access 10 years ago while only reinvesting dividends since then would have turned into $55,387.20, which is an 18.67% year-over-year return rate. Again, the S&P turned into that $32,157.09. This is a difference of $32,157.09 just in Market Access just over the last 10 years. Today's list featured 4 different dividend stocks that not only have dividend streaks of at least 9 years, but they also outperform the S&P 500 over the past 10 years and have ex-dividend dates this coming week. Let me know down in the comments if any of these stocks piqued your interest and what it was about that stock that got you excited. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see you.